So one of the questions I get asked fairly regularly is how does the LatheEngraver handle cases where your workpiece, like your bowl, isn't round, it's oval. And up until recently, there was no way to actually deal with that. But I've started adding things into the scanning plugin and the profile plugin that will be able to handle these. Now, just to show you the extreme case that I'm working on here, if I give this the rotate 30 command, I have a piece of American elm here that's very, very oval. And you can see just how oval this is as this is rotating around. And so rotate 30 will rotate at 30 RPMs continuously. If I give it rotate 0, it'll then stop. But we'll look now here in a second how to use the scanning plugin in order to scan this oval profile. All right, so we're going to go to the scanning plugin here, and we'll set this up first. So we're going to do an X scan. This is going to be in the positive direction. The reference diameter here only matters if you're creating STL files. The scan length in this case, we're going to do 80 millimeters, and the increments for this will be 5 millimeters. Our pull-off distance, we're going downhill here, so 2 millimeters is fine. We'll call this oval elm. And our scanning increments here, our ovality scanning increments, is the new feature. And so this is basically the number of degrees it'll rotate between scans is 360 divided by this number. The maximum is 20 right now. I think what I'll do in this case is I'll give this 12, which is quite a lot. I don't actually know what the best number is for this yet. It probably depends a lot on your application. But we'll see how this works. And I'll do a time lapse so it doesn't take as long. It does take longer because you're doing multiple scans here, but we should be able to do the split view and see how this works. So we'll start our scanning. It does say that we need a known A-axis point, so typically what you do is you mark this now because that now has to be your X0, Z0, A0 point for any additional operations you're going to do. And now it's going to go and do the rotation and do the next segment. All right, that's it. We've got 30-degree increments going around this entire oval bowl. And so now what we do is if we brought that into the profiler plugin in the future, it's not quite prime time yet, it would actually compensate for those distances. So it would interpolate between the different angles, and it would increase or decrease the Z plunges that it would be doing on these various operations based on the ovality of the bowl.